Winter is approaching, and Canadians are asking, will it be mild, or will the cold return? The answer starts far away, in the Pacific Ocean. La Niña is making a comeback, known for bringing colder, snowier conditions to much of Canada. After last year's mild El Niño, this season promises a dramatic shift. This year's La Niña is weak to moderate, which means more variability. Expect cold and snow, but also some thaws. Periods of intense winter weather will be followed by brief warm-ups, making for a dynamic and unpredictable season. Our forecast team sees a return to a more traditional Canadian winter, especially compared to last year's warmth. December will bring an abrupt change to colder conditions. We'll break down what La Niña is, how it will impact each region, and how to prepare for the surprises ahead. From the ski slopes of BC to the stormy coasts of Newfoundland, every region will experience this La Niña winter differently. We'll explore temperature and snowfall outlooks, and other key factors like the polar vortex. Understanding these elements helps us paint a clearer picture of the months ahead. Let's dive into what you can expect as Canada braces for La Niña's chilly return. La Niña is a natural climate pattern, starting with cooler surface waters in the tropical Pacific. This cooling triggers changes in air pressure and winds, steering weather systems worldwide. La Niña is the cool counterpart to El Niño. Its biggest impact on Canada is shifting the jet stream, a fast-moving river of air high above us. During La Niña, the jet stream dips south over western and central Canada, opening the door for Arctic air. This means colder than average temperatures, especially across the Prairies and Ontario. The altered jet stream also creates a more active storm track, bringing more snow to the west coast and heavy lake-effect snow to Ontario. As storms move east, they can re-intensify in Atlantic Canada, sometimes bringing powerful nor'easters. No two La Niña events are the same. This year's weak event means more variability. Expect cold snaps, but also milder breaks. Unlike a strong La Niña, which locks in the cold, this year's pattern will be more flexible. Canadians should prepare for a tug-of-war between classic La Niña cold and temporary mild spells. The result, a winter that's colder and snowier, but not unrelenting. The jet stream's path will define the season's ups and downs. This winter will be a sharp contrast to last year, with a return to cold and snow for most of Canada. The weak La Niña and a disrupted polar vortex will set the stage for a classic Canadian winter. Most regions, from the Rockies to the Maritimes, should expect near or below normal temperatures, especially in December and January. Snowfall will be near or above normal, with frequent storms and plenty of opportunities for snow. Ski resorts across the country can look forward to a strong season. The active pattern also brings risks, blizzards on the prairies, and messy storms with ice in southern Ontario and Atlantic Canada. While the overall trend is cold and snowy, expect interruptions, brief thaws, especially in February as La Niña weakens. A cold corridor will stretch from the prairies through Ontario, Quebec, and into the Maritimes. Coastal BC and the far north will see more temperature swings, but still feel winter's bite. Canadians should brace for a winter that demands respect, with more bundling up and shoveling than in recent years. In British Columbia, it's a tale of east versus west. The eastern mountains will be colder than normal, with abundant snowfall. Great news for ski resorts. Coastal BC will see near normal temperatures, but Arctic outflow events could bring sudden cold and snow. The storm track will be inconsistent, with alternating wet and dry spells, and less of the warm Pineapple Express. The north coast will be drier, while the southern interior mountains build a deep snowpack. On the prairies, the forecast is straightforward. A frigid winter, with Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba in the direct path of Arctic air. Expect extended periods of severe cold, especially from December through January. Snowfall will be near normal, but some areas, like southern Alberta and southwestern Saskatchewan, could see above normal amounts. The risk of blizzards and hazardous travel will be elevated. Prairie residents should be vigilant, keep emergency kits in vehicles, and stay updated on weather alerts. This winter will challenge daily life and industries across the region. Ontario and Quebec will start winter with a bang. December and January will be colder than normal, a big change from recent mild starts. Northwestern Ontario will feel the deepest cold, but even Toronto and Montreal will see more frequent freezes. The active storm track means near or above normal snowfall, with busy snow removal and intense lake-effect snow for areas downwind of the Great Lakes. Some snowbelts could see totals 20–30% above average. As La Niña weakens in February, expect more changeable weather, with milder Pacific air battling the cold. This could bring messy mixes of snow, ice and rain, raising the risk of ice storms in southern Ontario and the St. Lawrence Valley. Overall, expect a more traditional winter. Great for outdoor activities but challenging for travel. The late winter transition will bring unpredictable weather. Preparation and patience will be key. Atlantic Canada faces a stormy, variable winter. Early winter brings cold spells as Arctic air pushes east, but milder periods will increase later in the season. The region will see a roller coaster of temperatures, with no single pattern dominating for long. Precipitation will be near normal, but the active storm track means several high-impact storms, including nor'easters. New Brunswick, PEI and western Newfoundland will see more snow, while southern Nova Scotia and eastern Newfoundland may get more ice and rain. Hazardous, icy conditions are likely in these southern areas. In the north, winter will be long and cold, but not exceptionally harsh by local standards. Temperatures in Yukon, NWT, and southern Nunavut will be near normal, with the most extreme cold staying farther south. Snowfall will be near normal, though southern Yukon may be slightly drier. Wind will be a challenge, increasing the risk of blowing snow and ground blizzards. This winter will feel dramatically different from last year's mild, snow-starved El Niño. We're flipping from a pattern of mild Pacific air to one that welcomes cold Arctic air. The most noticeable change, a return of deep snowpacks and an early decisive start to winter. Outdoor activities like skating and skiing should start earlier and be more reliable. The psychological shift from mild to cold will be as significant as the meteorological one. Compared to strong La Niña years, this season's weak to moderate event means more flexibility. The cold won't be as relentless. Expect breaks and thaws, especially later in the season. The winter will feel like a series of intense battles between cold and mild, not one long, deep freeze. Canadians will need to be ready for a wide range of conditions. The overall character will be cold and snowy, but without the monotony of a strong La Niña. The forecast is more complex, keeping us on our toes from December through February. Prepare for classic La Niña weeks, but also for brief, welcome thaws. La Niña is the main driver, but other factors will shape our winter. The polar vortex, a pool of cold air over the poles, may be disrupted early, kickstarting the cold in December. The Pacific Decadal Oscillation, PDO, currently in a negative phase, will reinforce the cold pattern in western and central Canada. Climate change adds another layer. While this winter will be colder than normal, the absolute coldest days may not be as severe as decades ago. Urban areas, in particular, may see fewer extreme cold days due to the urban heat island effect. Wild cards like a sudden polar vortex disruption or a rapid La Niña breakdown could swing the season toward even colder or milder outcomes. Our forecast represents the most likely scenario, but winter weather is always dynamic. We'll monitor these wildcards closely and update the outlook as needed. The interplay of these factors adds complexity and surprise to the season. Stay tuned for updates as winter unfolds. With a colder, snowier winter ahead, preparation is key. Get your vehicle winter ready, install winter tires, pack an emergency kit and check road conditions before traveling. At home, seal drafts, add insulation, and have your furnace inspected to save on heating bills and stay safe. Consider a backup heat source in case of power outages. Outdoor enthusiasts can look forward to excellent skiing and snowmobiling, but should check avalanche forecasts and dress for extreme cold. Be aware of frostbite and hypothermia risks during cold snaps. Farmers should prepare for a delayed spring thaw and a shorter growing window, with challenges for livestock during extended cold. The active storm track means more travel disruptions. Allow extra time and stay informed. Enjoy the winter wonderland, but always prioritize safety. Preparation now will help everyone, from city dwellers to rural communities, navigate the challenges and opportunities of a classic Canadian winter. Stay alert, stay warm, and make the most of the season. Winter is coming. Let's be ready.